going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today I'm going to give you guys sort of a different video. Now this is my take on the rookies and how everyone's coming out saying that, you know, we're not going to finish our teams and whatnot. I don't think this is a big deal as what people are making it out to be. Now, let me just get through everyone's head that just because there's no rookies in round 6 or round 7 doesn't mean there's going to be no rookies in round 8, okay? We've seen time and time again, season after season, there's 1 or 2 rounds where just a bunch of rookies pop up. And, you know, it happens every week just about. There's always new debutants. And Sincotta, look at Sincotta, right? I think Cowan is the one to go for him. Everyone's like, oh, he's a side replacement, whatnot. Yeah, he was a side replacement. But doesn't mean just because he came in for side doesn't mean he have to go back out for side. You know what I mean? So I think that Cowan will go out and Sincotta will hold his spot. Now, Sincotta's got a very nice role, okay? So he could actually maybe average 70, and that will make us well and truly 150k for that price. So that's one rookie. This Wagner guy, yeah, he played pretty average and he doesn't look amazing, but he scored 64, and he plays that cheesy defender role, okay? So just because, like I said, just because he didn't score the best in his first 2 weeks, or his first game, doesn't mean he can't be good. Seamus Mitchell's averaging 73. Why are we not talking about him like a good rookie, okay? So don't panic on the rookies. Now, in terms of upgrade targets, I'm settling for the approach that I want to go. I went a bit of value with the forwards because I think Rosie and Cogs, they're top 6 forwards. And you guys probably thinking, all right, well, if he's going to go value, that means he's going to grab someone like a Will Day. You know what? I'm not grabbing Will Day anymore. Now, the reason being, and this is a gut feeling, the reason being is I don't actually trust Sam Mitchell. Okay, I don't trust Sam Mitchell anymore. Why would I take a risk on, you know, picking someone like Will Day when you don't even know if 100% he's going to be, you know, playing? Like, you don't even know he's going to play midfield, right? So that's why I'm not actually too sure on someone like a Will Day, because it's not about his ability, it's not about his talent. I think he's capable of being a top 6, top 8 defender, but you just got to remember he has Sam Mitchell as his coach. So yes, the value's there for him, and I think he's a good pick. The upside is clearly there, but for me, I'd rather grab someone like a Rory Laird. So my trades this week, if you guys haven't realised yet, so Wagner, Mitchell, and Laird in for McKenna, Ash, and Baker. Pretty no-brainer trades. Really, I'm just swapping 2 rookies for rookies that are actually scoring better. Well, maybe not Wagner, and then swapping Laird for Ash, which is a complete no-brainer trade. Got a really nice projected of 2,450. That's without Dacos captain, but I think Laird's projected pretty high, yeah, 151. But yeah, I think if we're going forward, I think we still need to prioritise grabbing those Ubers that have fallen. Now, someone like a Sinclair. Now, I've said in my previous video, Sinclair and Sicily scare me because it's not a simple form drop. It's actually a role change to some extent. So you might think, oh, you know what? Sinclair and Sicily, they've had bad games. They're obviously going to be top 6. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're not going to be top 6 this year because it's a different year. They have a different role. There's different players playing different roles. For example, you've got Hawthorn, Blake Hardwick's taken a lot of kick-ins for now. Let me actually check what DFS Australia kick-ins. And we will, if you guys don't know this website by now, make sure you check out it. DFS if you want to do your own research. So Sicily actually got a few that game. But still, it looks like they want Hardwick taking the majority. And if we go back to 2022, I don't think Hardwick was taking a few. Yeah, okay. So Hardwick was still taking the most, but not by that much. It's only 4 more, whereas what was this year? He's taken 12 more already. So that variance will actually get bigger as the season goes on, provided, or if it stays at this rate anyway. But yeah, like 11 out of 10 and then 1. This is the issue with Sicily. See, that 1, I don't think would have been a 1 last year. It would have been more like a 4 or a 5. That'll bump his scoring up by maybe 20 points, okay? So, sorry. When you're going with a player like James Sicily or Jack Sinclair, it's the same thing. You know, Wanganeen Malera's taking kick-ins. I do like the Sinclair pick just because I think he can still score enough around the ground. They still look for him as like that Seagull type of player, like a Dacos and Lloyd. But yeah, just doesn't have a plethora of kick-ins like he did last year. So Sinclair's still a really good option. And you might think, you know what, that's a value pick. Well, that's a good value pick because he's capable of being an uber premium. Players like, who are people bringing in this week? Let's have a look. So Will Day Is he going to be a 600k Uber premium? Probably not. Like, there's potential, no doubt about it. But is he going to quite get there? I don't think so. Someone like Canelio. Now, he's an Uber Primo in his position. He's capable of that. Well and truly capable of being an Uber Primo as a forward. And Uber Primo as a forward is like, I don't know, like 105 average or 110 average. So he can do that for sure. Rory Laird, someone I think he's a really, really good pick. Now, the reason being, price and break even. So 634k. I'll just move the camera real quick. I may as well just leave it up here. Nothing really comes up here that would be shown. Yes, 634k break even, 634k price, and break even 103. Now I think he almost guaranteed hits this. You look at his previous scores. We've got 154, 144, 185. Against Geelong, he scores fairly well, and it's not even about a captain option. It's just about a consistent 120, and I think that's what Laird can be. Obviously, he has got a big ceiling looking at his last few against Collingwood, and 132 here, 120. But like, I just think we need to prioritize getting those Uber Primos. Don't sacrifice just because you want to get value. Just get the big dogs. Just absolutely get the big dogs, because when it comes down to it, right? Most of us we're playing for ranking to an extent, but we're playing for league as well. And if you come against someone in your league at the end of the year in the finals, and you've got a Will Day, and I've got someone like a Dawson, for example, or you've got a Parrish and I've got a Laird, who's maybe Parrish is doing good, but let's just say Parrish is going at 103, 105, somewhere like that, and Laird's going at 130. You're obviously you're going to feel like you're not going to be able to compete. So I think we just have to really stick with our guns here. Now, this is dependent on team structure as well, right? If you've already got Bont, Laird, Oliver, Neal, obviously you're going to go for the value picks because you don't have those Uber Primos, or you already have the Uber Primos. But like for me, I've already got an LDU, right? LDU, it's probably going to be a failed pick. He doesn't look right. So why would someone in my position take a risk on someone like a Sarong, or someone risky like a Parrish, or who are people really bringing in? Let's have a look at the mids. Like, why would someone take a risk on like a Petrarca even as well? Like, when LDU's already, shit in the bed, for example. So like Callum Mills as well is another one where people are jumping on him, expecting him to get DPP. I don't know if I would do that. Zach Butters is one I thought about, but that's even risky as a forward. Matt Rao, that is super risky. People are doing Rao, but I just think that has got risk written all over it. Even Degoe, I don't know if he can maintain a 112 all year, even in that mid-roll. So, yeah, I think just stick with your guns, get the Ubers. Now, in terms of my plan, what I want to do next week is I want to swap and get Clayton Oliver somehow. Now, it's probably going to be at the expense of Wilmot, Setterfield. Wilmot and Setterfield, I think, can get me straight to Clary, or Liam Jones and Setterfield. So that'll give me 450 roughly, 300, so that's 750. Yeah, so that will probably get me close. I might have to do one more trade and use my last boost and get like a Wilmot down. So Cincotta for Jones next week is pretty much a no-brainer. And then, yeah, I'll have Clary instead of Will Setterfield, or Clary instead of Will Ashcroft. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just grab the Ubers. I really think grab the Ubers. Everyone's coming out saying, oh, rookie crisis. Honestly, there's a problem with finishing our teams, but it's not the rookies, in my opinion. It really isn't. The problem is the fact that everyone's had to sideways premiums because of injuries. We've obviously traded in, well, a lot of people traded in Matt Roberts, who got injured. So, like, everyone's had so many issues. No one's in the exact same boat. The only issue with bringing Ubers, right, is you're going to have to keep players like a Goulden, who I don't think will be a top 6 forward. You're going to probably have to keep Zeeble and Sheasel. I think Zeebel's probably safe for a top 6 forward, maybe even top 6 defender. Sheasel maybe not with the role change, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Like, I just think don't panic. Really don't panic with all this stuff. When you have premiums and mid-prices flop, that's the most annoying thing, no doubt about it. But when it comes to people like rookies, like, yeah, it's shit having them on the field, but the majority of the players are going to have them on the field anyway. Try and get to full promo as soon as possible and trade aggressively, because once we are full promo, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about trades. Like, this trade count could be like 6 or 8, and we just sit there and ride it out. And you know what? If we have an injury, whatever, we sideways a primo to another primo. Another idea I was sort of thinking of is going Marshall to Gawn. Now, Gawn is going to be very, very cheap soon. And we obviously know what he's capable of. I think in round 2 he scored... No, round 1 he went 140. So he's capable of scoring very well with Grundy. Break even of 228 and projected score of 71. Going to drop from 71k. So he's actually going to be under 500,000 if he scores 71. He's probably going to be 500 odd. If I had to guess, he's probably going to be about 500 odd. Or maybe 520 max. 500 to 520. So the potential is insane for Gawn. The thing is, do you want to sideways another premium? It's not something I'd love to do, but Marshall, in my opinion, is a failed pick. I just don't like the way he plays at all. I don't think it's Supercoach friendly. I know Gawn's a proven R1 over so many years. Yeah, so it's an interesting discussion. You could, if Gawn somehow got forward status, it'd be amazing, you know, like absolutely amazing. But we can't expect that to happen. But yeah, I just think this week I get Rory Laird. I captain him. He should go big against Collingwood. I think maybe Adelaide put some time into Dacos. I don't think it's possible though, like to stop him fully. But yeah, for some reason I have a gut feeling that Adelaide will be like a scummy team when it comes to like a tag around the ground like that. I'm not sure why. I really don't know who would go to him, but I just have a feeling. It's a gut feeling. And you know, a lot of the times my gut feelings are wrong, but last week my gut feeling was quite good. Literally last second, trading Matt Roberts and Tuke Miller out for Cogs and Rosie was the biggest blessing. Like seriously, I can't believe how lucky I got with that, and it sort of made my week feel a bit better. Even though I had like a Neil score 70 and Ash score 50 to fuckhead. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Overarching statement or message: don't panic. Don't worry about these rookies. They're going to come through. I'm sure about it. Yeah, there's some dead rookies. And the sub rule... sorry. The sub rule does not help at all. But we still just have to play to the upgrade structure we've known for so many years. And that's just grab the cash cows at any given chance. Like, literally, if you're passing up on someone like a Sincotta next week, or even if this week, if you're passing up on Seamus Mitchell or Corey Wagner, I think it's risky because the upside for cash to be made is there. And there's actually plenty of cash there. We just didn't grab it. Like, let's look at Jack Buckley, for example. He's made $172,000. What about even Van Rooyen, right? So this is one I couldn't quite get in. He's made 92k and his break-even's kind of reset now. What is it? -8. Yeah, there you go. So he's going to go up another 30k. So he's going to be over the 120k this week. So it's little 50-50s, but just try and prioritize getting in those cash cows because yes, they could be dead rookies and they could be subbed out like a Matt Roberts. But what happens if Matt Roberts wasn't subbed out last week? What happens if he scores even like a 60, 70? Then all of a sudden he's a must-have. And I've missed his first price rise just from grabbing Cogs and Rosie. I took a gamble with that, and I got very lucky that he got injured, and I got lucky with Tuke obviously as well. But yeah. It's just, there's a lot of luck in this game. You're not going to get everything right. You just have to accept you're not going to get everything right. It's impossible. And yeah, basically, grab the guns. Don't worry too much about someone like a Will Day. Now, if you are bullish on him and you really trust Sam Mitchell, go for it. Now, I was bullish on him, so it's, you know, you could call me a hypocrite, but I just, yeah, for some reason, I think bring him back in. It's like a third trade? Yeah, because I brought him in, traded him out. It would be a third trade on one guy, and it's not the guy that you would think you would use 3 trades on. So that's my logic with it. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good weekend. I might jump on for the team video. For the teams, sorry. I might do a video for the teams. We'll see what happens if there's any big news and whatnot. But yeah, for now, just back yourself in with your trades, and I'll see you in the next one.